How has your approach to fundraising evolved as your nonprofit has grown?
I think my approach to fundraising has evolved a ton as Feral Exchange has grown. One way that it's evolved is that I just understand much more deeply the way that relationships and the investors that we seek for our work really are long-term. I don't think I ever, because I didn't really know how we would evolve over the long term, I don't think I appreciated that some of the best people who would be involved in PHE would be our investors who have been involved in PHE. It sounds like a really obvious thing, but I think those relationships and those people and those institutions, especially if we're, which I think we are, quite transparent with them about where we are, just ultimately they don't all choose to stay, and nor do they need to, but I think a lot of them have appreciated and stuck with the sort of trajectory of PHE over time in a way that I never would have imagined, and it makes me more invested in having them truly be on the team and truly influence what we do where that's actually helpful and appropriate, because I think then in turn we will make better decisions, just similarly to how we have like staff and board members who function to influence the organization. But I also think the other thing that's changed is that we're looking at our funding model options and looking beyond fundraising, not because we think there won't be a role for fundraising, especially in the kind of investment it takes to get through a certain phase of more impact like the one we're in now, but I think that we hope there's a role for revenue in this model that isn't like us becoming a for-profit, but is some form of fee-for-service where any number of different entities could pay for a piece of what we do, percentage of what we do. So we're actually just kicking off a project right now to look at that and look at the options and test them also by the end of the strategic plan, and hopefully be in a position in 2015 to know more of what it takes to have an impact on teen health behavior, know better the other options beyond our model, and know the funding possibilities, and then really be able to transform the problem in our next phase of solution, because otherwise I think we could be limited by fundraising no matter how cost effective the model is, and that we don't want to be. Ultimately, we don't want to be relying on our investors to be the ongoing source of the solution, at least not on their own. So.